Are you starting your day feeling like you're already running on empty? Like the strength, the drive, the very essence of your masculine energy is just fading? You wake up, you go through the motions, but that fire in your belly feels more like a pilot light, flickering and weak. Many men, especially those of us over 50 and 60, are told this is just a normal part of getting older. We're told to accept lower energy, a softer body, and a decline in our intimate performance. But I'm here today, after 2 decades of helping men reclaim their vitality, to tell you that this is one of the biggest lies we've been sold. The real culprit, the silent thief robbing you of your manhood, isn't your age. It's a simple, seemingly harmless habit you perform within the first 30 minutes of waking up. A habit so common, so ingrained in our culture, that 9 out of 10 men do it without a second thought, believing it's actually helping them. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on this number 1 morning mistake. I will show you, with simple science and real-world stories, how this single action triggers a catastrophic hormonal cascade in your body, directly killing your testosterone production before your day has even truly begun. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will not only understand what this habit is, but you will also learn a simple 2-minute adjustment that can stop the damage and begin to restore your body's natural testosterone factory. This isn't about buying expensive supplements or starting a brutal workout regimen. This is about one small change that can unlock a new level of vitality you thought was gone forever. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor and tap that subscribe button. My mission is to give you the truth about men's health, without the fluff. And if you're ready to learn the secret, type "I'm ready" in the comments below right now. Let's begin. All right, let's get straight to the heart of the matter. The number 1 morning habit that is silently crushing your testosterone is drinking coffee on a completely empty stomach. I know, half of you are probably rolling your eyes, and the other half are clutching your coffee mugs in defiance. You're thinking, but this coffee is the only thing that gets me going. It's my ritual, my fuel. I understand that completely, but I want you to think of it differently. That immediate jolt you feel isn't pure energy. It's a panic signal. It's your body firing up its emergency stress response. Here's the simple science. Inside your body, you have 2 key hormones that are in a constant tug of war. Testosterone, the king of male hormones that governs muscle, drive, and vitality. And cortisol, the stress hormone designed for fight or flight. Now, here's the secret most people don't know. Both testosterone and cortisol are built from the same raw material, a master hormone called pregnenolone. Think of pregnenolone as a lump of clay. Your body can use that clay to sculpt either a statue of a powerful warrior or a statue of a panicked sprinter, cortisol. It can't make both at full capacity at the same time. When you wake up in the morning, your cortisol is already at its natural peak. This is part of your body's normal rhythm to help you wake up and get alert. But when you dump a shot of black coffee into an empty system, you are flooring the accelerator on cortisol production. Your body perceives this acidic, stimulating substance without any food to buffer it as a threat, an emergency. So it screams, "Red alert, we are under stress." In this state of emergency, what does your body prioritize? Does it care about building muscle, your libido, or long-term vitality? No, it cares about immediate survival. So, it diverts all that precious pregnenolone clay away from the testosterone factory and sends it straight to the cortisol factory. This is a well-documented phenomenon known as pregnenolone steal, or cortisol dominance. You are, quite literally, stealing the building blocks for your manhood to fuel a temporary stress response. That wired but tired feeling you get, that's the feeling of high cortisol and suppressed testosterone. You're running on stress, not on true foundational energy. Let me tell you about John, a 58-year-old client of mine. He was a successful architect, a classic high achiever. His morning ritual for 30 years was a large black coffee the moment his feet hit the floor. He told me he felt anxious, irritable, had gained a stubborn roll of fat around his middle, and his interest in his wife had plummeted. His doctor confirmed his testosterone levels were in the gutter. He was convinced it was just burnout from his job. I told him about the cortisol connection. He was deeply skeptical. "My coffee is non-negotiable," he said. I didn't ask him to give it up. I just gave him one simple instruction. For the next 14 days, I want you to eat something before your first sip of coffee. Just 2 scrambled eggs. That's it. Food first, coffee second. He reluctantly agreed. 2 weeks later, he called me. His words were, "It's bizarre. I feel calmer. The jittery energy is gone, but I feel more solid, more grounded." The afternoon crash I always get didn't happen. 3 months later, his follow-up blood work showed a 20% increase in his free testosterone. He hadn't changed anything else. He just stopped forcing his body into a state of panic first thing in the morning. He stopped the hormonal civil war before it even started. The damage from that morning coffee on an empty stomach doesn't stop with cortisol. It launches a second, equally destructive attack on your hormones through your blood sugar. You might think, "But my black coffee has no sugar, no calories. How can it affect my blood sugar?" It's a great question. The answer lies in how that caffeine-induced cortisol spike interacts with your metabolism. When cortisol surges, one of its primary jobs is to raise your blood sugar. Why? Because in a fight-or-flight situation, your muscles need quick access to glucose for energy. So, cortisol signals your liver to dump stored glucose into your bloodstream. Remember, you haven't eaten anything. There's no food coming in to justify this sugar release. It's a false alarm. Now your pancreas detects this sudden surge of sugar in your blood and swings into action, releasing insulin to manage it. This creates a classic blood sugar spike, followed by a sharp crash. What does this roller coaster feel like? It's that 10:30 a.m. feeling. You had your coffee at 7 a.m. and felt great, but now you're irritable, you can't focus, and you have a powerful craving for a donut or a pastry. That's your body screaming for more sugar to pull you out of the crash your morning coffee created. This cycle is devastating for testosterone. Chronic high insulin and blood sugar instability are directly linked to lower testosterone levels. For one, high insulin levels are associated with higher levels of an enzyme called aromatase, which converts your precious testosterone into estrogen. Yes, you read that right. Your morning habit could be turning your male hormones into female hormones. Secondly, this constant roller coaster of spikes and crashes is a major source of inflammation in the body. And inflammation is like a fire in the testosterone factory. It damages the Leydig cells in your testicles, the very cells responsible for producing 95% of your testosterone. Let me tell you about Mark. Mark was 62, a retired teacher who was trying to get in shape. He'd start his day with a black coffee, then go for a long walk. But he complained that he always felt weak and shaky by the end. And by mid-morning, he would reward himself with a muffin or a sugary granola bar because he felt so depleted. He couldn't lose weight, especially around his belly, and his energy was flat. We looked at his routine. The issue was clear. His empty stomach coffee was setting him up for a blood sugar crash right in the middle of his exercise. His body wasn't burning fat for fuel. It was in a state of panic, running on stress hormones and then crashing hard. The fix was, once again, astonishingly simple. I had him eat a small bowl of Greek yogurt with a handful of nuts before his walk and his coffee. The protein and fat stabilized his blood sugar. It gave his body real, slow-burning fuel. There was no spike, and therefore, no crash. The results were transformative. Mark reported that his energy on his walks was night and day. He no longer felt shaky. His mid-morning cravings for sugar vanished completely. And over the next 6 months, he lost 20 pounds of belly fat. He hadn't gone on a diet. He just stopped sabotaging his blood sugar and hormones first thing in the morning. He got off the roller coaster and onto a foundation of stable, masculine energy. So far, we've seen how empty stomach coffee spikes cortisol and destabilizes blood sugar. But there's a third, more insidious way it cripples your testosterone production. It blocks your body from absorbing the very minerals it needs to build the hormone in the first place. Coffee contains compounds called tannins. These are the same compounds found in tea and red wine that give them a slightly bitter, astringent quality. While tannins have some antioxidant benefits, they also have a dark side when consumed at the wrong time. They are powerful chelators, which means they bind to certain minerals in your digestive tract and prevent them from being absorbed into your bloodstream. And which minerals are they most aggressive in binding to? Two of the most critical minerals for testosterone production: zinc and magnesium. Think of zinc as the spark plug for your testosterone engine. It's essential for the entire process. A zinc deficiency is one of the most common and direct causes of low testosterone in men. Magnesium, on the other hand, is the calming mineral. It helps regulate cortisol, improve sleep quality, which is when you produce the most testosterone, and helps free up testosterone that's bound to proteins, making more of it available for your body to use. Now, imagine this scenario. You're a responsible guy. You take a high-quality multivitamin, or a ZMA, zinc magnesium aspartate, supplement every morning with your breakfast to support your health. But you drink your coffee first, or even with that meal. Those tannins from the coffee are coating your digestive tract. When your supplement or the zinc-rich food, like eggs, arrives, the tannins grab onto the zinc and magnesium molecules and form an insoluble complex. Your body can't break it down. It can't absorb it. So that vital, expensive zinc and magnesium just passes right through your system and out of your body. You are literally flushing the raw materials for your manhood down the toilet. This was the story of Steve, a 65-year-old client who was doing everything right on paper. He ate a clean diet, he exercised, and he was taking all the right supplements. Yet his T levels remained stubbornly low, and he suffered from poor sleep and muscle cramps, classic signs of magnesium deficiency. When we walked through his morning, the culprit became obvious. He would wake up, drink a coffee, and then 20 minutes later, have his healthy breakfast and take his supplements. He thought he was doing the right thing by creating a small gap, but the effects of the coffee's tannins linger. The solution was a simple reordering. I had him take his supplements with his breakfast first, and then wait at least an hour after his meal before having his first cup of coffee. This gave his body a clear window of opportunity to absorb those crucial minerals without any interference. 2 months later, Steve told me his sleep quality had improved more than it had in 10 years. His muscle cramps were gone, and his subsequent blood tests showed not only a significant jump in his testosterone, but also, for the first time, healthy levels of both zinc and magnesium. He was finally getting the benefit of the healthy choices he was making, simply by respecting the laws of biochemistry. Now, I want you to take a step back and see how these three forces, the cortisol catastrophe, the blood sugar sabotage, and the nutrient blockade, work together. This isn't just one problem. It's a synergistic attack on your masculinity. The cortisol spike tells your body to stop making testosterone. The blood sugar crash creates inflammation that damages your testosterone factories. And the nutrient blockade starves those factories of the raw materials they need to operate. It's a perfect storm that leaves your hormonal system in ruins, all before 8 a.m. But the most important message I want you to hear today is that this is not a life sentence. You have the power to stop it tomorrow morning. The solution is not to demonize coffee. Coffee, when used correctly, has many health benefits. The solution is to put up a shield, to give your body a buffer. The rule is incredibly simple. Food first, coffee second. And not just any food. You need a breakfast that is rich in protein and healthy fats. Why? Because protein and fats are digested slowly. They provide a stable, slow-release source of energy that completely prevents the blood sugar roller coaster. They also coat the lining of your stomach, physically buffering it from the acidity of the coffee, which dramatically lessens the cortisol response. And finally, eating them first allows for optimal nutrient absorption. What does this look like in practice? It's simple: 2 or 3 scrambled eggs, a bowl of full-fat Greek yogurt with a handful of walnuts, half an avocado with a sprinkle of salt, a high-quality protein shake. That's it. We're talking about something that takes less than 5 minutes to prepare and eat. This 5-minute investment in the morning changes the entire hormonal trajectory of your day. Instead of starting in a state of stress and depletion, you start in a state of nourishment and stability. Instead of stealing from your testosterone, you are actively feeding it. Imagine combining this one change with the other things you're learning about. When you fix this foundational habit, everything else works better. The healthy foods you eat are better absorbed. Your workouts are more effective because your body is in an anabolic building state, not a catabolic breaking down state. Your sleep improves. It creates a powerful upward spiral of vitality. We've covered a lot today. We've unmasked the silent killer of your testosterone, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. We've seen how it creates a hormonal civil war, sabotages your blood sugar, and blocks vital nutrients. But knowledge is only potential power. True power comes from action. You are standing at a crossroads, and the path you take is defined by what you choose to do tomorrow morning. You can choose to continue the same habit, to keep your body in a state of silent, low-grade panic, and to accept the slow fade of your energy and vitality as just getting older. Or you can make a different choice. You can choose to honor your body. You can take 5 minutes to feed it what it needs before you ask it to perform. I want to challenge you. Don't just take my word for it. Try a simple 14-day experiment. For the next 2 weeks, commit to the food first, coffee second rule. That's it. Just introduce a small, protein and fat-rich meal before your first sip of coffee and observe. Notice how you feel mid-morning. Notice your energy levels in the afternoon. Notice your cravings. Notice your mood. You have nothing to lose and a world of vitality to regain. The man you want to be strong, confident, and full of life is not a distant memory. He is waiting for you to give him the right fuel. Your journey to reclaiming him doesn't start in the gym or the doctor's office. It starts at your kitchen table tomorrow morning. If this video has opened your eyes, please click that like button. It helps this message reach other men who need to hear it. And subscribe to the channel for more no-nonsense, science-backed truths about reclaiming your health. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me one thing you are going to try. Will it be the eggs? The avocado? Let me know you're taking this first step. You are not on this journey alone. Your power is in your hands. Let's start using it.